everybody, Bart from Bicycle Rider YouTube, and I'm really excited to bring to you the Serial 1 Harley Davidson powered e-bikes. As everybody knows, I love bikes, I ride a lot of bikes, and now I own a bicycle shop, Biloxi Bicycle Works. So we do sell a lot of e-bikes. I don't sell every e-bike under the sun because I am a local business in Biloxi, Mississippi, and I have to look my customers in the eye. There's a lot of junk out there. We do work on e-bikes. So I see a lot of e-bikes of a lot of different models come through my bicycle shop. I see the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I see even ugly ones that work good. So we see it all. But for years I've been telling my customers about A, B, and C tier e-bikes. Some of the problems with e-bikes for years traditionally have been the bicycle derailleur, the bicycle chain, mated to a 500 or 750 watt motor. It's really a problem that we see quite a bit. One thing I'm really impressed with the Harley Davidson powered Serial 1 e-bikes is the belt drive. So there is no derailleur. Now on the Mosh City it's a single speed anyway, but with a Gates carbon drive really does eliminate a lot of the problems that I've telling my customers for years are the problems with e-bikes. Of course, people want to know about battery, power, and speed. Believe me, this is July of 2022. Battery technology is awesome. The speeds are higher than you really feel comfortable going, and the distance is beyond really the amount of time you want to sit on the seat. So a lot of those things, unless you're really looking at base model bikes, have been covered by most bikes, e-bikes you're going to find in a bicycle shop that you can buy from someone face to face. This is the Mosh City Speed. This is an e-bike that's super cool. It's an urban assault weapon that you can take on trails. You can jump this bike. There's a lot of things. I have not taken it personally off of sweet jumps, but I have rode this bike around the city. It's really nice, and it's fairly lightweight as far as e-bikes go, and the styling of this thing's awesome. So really this video is about the Mosh City. I'm going to get back to that real quick, but since I do have the Rush City, so this is another offering by Serial 1 Harley Davidson. This is what I want to talk about real quick, is the Enviola automatic hub mated to the Gates carbon drive. So on this bike, it's really like a CVT transmission, something that Harley Davidson has perfected over the years on their motorcycles. They brought that to the bicycle technology. You do not have a derailleur with a chain that is mated to a high-powered motor. If you understand how to shift gears, how to maintain a chain, how to work a bicycle, sometimes those things aren't a big problem. But a lot of e-bike riders are people coming from other backgrounds, and they want to find health and fitness. They want to be able to explore outside. They want to do it on something that you don't have insurance on and something that's simple to ride. The bicycle gear system mated to big power equals problems if you don't know how to maintain it, you don't know how to ride it correctly. Harley Davidson has simplified this with an automatic drive system, and something, like I said, has been tried and true from Harley Davidson on their motorcycles. Gates carbon belts are about the same thing that you're running in the timing chain of your engine, 100,000 mile belt. So believe me, they can hold up to the rigors of bicycles. The bicycle technology and belt drive is coming a long way. Very low maintenance. You don't have to oil it, so if you've ever had to touch a bicycle chain, it's really dirty most of the time. With a Gates carbon drive on a bicycle, you're not having to worry about that. It's longevity, it's simplicity, and it works really awesome. So the Rush City's one we're going to be doing a video on too, but let me get back to the Mosh City. One of the reasons I want to get this video done on this bike first is because it already has a sold sign. Biloxi Bicycle Works is the one and only dealer in the area for the Harley Davidson Serial 1 e-bikes. I'm proud to be that dealer because these bikes really are pretty awesome. One, they look cool. So I think the Mosh City, it just has that awesome style to it. It does come in this black, and it comes in a really cool, I think they call it rowdy blue. And it's got a cool checkerboard frame in here. So it's an aluminum frame, It's lightweight compared to a lot of e-bikes, but has a big motor capacity in it. So I believe this motor is around 530 watt hours. It does sit very low in the bike. So sitting low, it's a low center of gravity. It just makes this bike handle awesome. If you push this bike into a corner, it sticks. It's really nice to have that battery power low, because I've ridden several e-bikes where that battery is up here or even up here, and it does throw that balance off, because these batteries weigh, you know, upwards of 10 pounds just for the battery. But with this battery mated to the Bros motor and mid-drive, so this is not one of those big hub drive motors, and I can go, there's another video I can do about hub drive compared to mid-drive. Mid-drive is premium. They do rate this differently. So rather than like 750 watts, they're doing roughly 66 foot-pounds of torque into this motor. This is more of a bicycle that has assistance to it. This is a 20-mile-an-hour machine. It is pedal assisted, so it does not have a throttle. As you pedal this bike, it senses what you're doing and throws extra power into it. It's really cool. It's fun to zip around town, do errands on this bike. You could save a lot of gas by using this bike for commuting. And you do get to ride fast enough that you get air flowing over your body. I mean, we're in South Mississippi, Biloxi here. It's hot and humid here. I could ride this bike around town most of the afternoon and not get hot and sweaty until you stop. But really, it keeps your internal engine cool, because you're not having to put as much power out of your own engine to roll this bike at speed. Once you get to a certain speed, just the wind cools you down. But you know, when you stop to go into a coffee shop or go in somewhere, you got to get in the AC pretty quick. So it's a lot different than walking. It's way more efficient. This bike is like rowdy and fun. It's definitely a cool bike. I do like the simplicity of a single speed. And let me tell you from experience, most people I know that are riding high-powered e-bikes with a bicycle chain and a derailleur usually are in their hardest gear all the time. I don't recommend that. It does stretch out the bicycle chain. It wears out the 10 or 11 tooth gear really quick. So really, I don't think a one-speed e-bike is a bad thing, because like I said, most of the people I see coming in and out of the shop riding around in one speed anyway. Having a variable speed transmission is pretty cool, but one speed is awesome. It simplifies it. They do put a nice light on this bike so you can ride in dim light conditions or after dark. And Harley Davidson Serial 1 does have a lit up emblem on the front for safety, and it looks cool too. So there's just a lot of good features on this bike. It brakes good, it rides good, it's very well balanced, a lot of style into it. And you will see that here in the future, I'm going to do long-term tests on all the different models of the Serial 1 e-bike. So if you do have questions, call us here at Biloxi Bicycle Works. We'd be glad to answer any questions for you. We've got some customers coming through the door right now at the shop, so I'm going to quit the video now. But just know we are your Serial 1 dealer. And as a bicycle rider, I'm glad to tell you the ins and outs and all the good points of these bikes. So hit us up at the shop. We'll let you know all about Serial 1 and Harley Davidson in the e-bike market. Thank you.